Hello and welcome back. We will continue exploring the forecasting and how we can do multiple realization using the probabilistic method here. In the last video we saw how to deal with the deterministic way. In this video we will concerning with the probabilistic way. So we will dive deeper. Let's pick up from where we left off. As you know, we can have some kind of infinite number of numerical solving for our equations. So how we can deal with this? For example, if I have another, as you know from the last video, we already have one realization depending on this matching. Supposedly that we have already a match, which is not exist by the way. So I will create another numerical one. So I will go vertical, multi-phase, numerical model, and black oil again. And at this time, I will initialize this model from what is called placing game type curve. Okay, then I will fill manually this parameter. Depending on this parameter, let us from the article. Okay, so supposedly that we have, after we did a match using the numerical one, maybe we make a regression for the scan and the initial pressure. Maybe you have some doubts on the initial pressure and also the permeability and direction of Y. And we have different realization for our forecasting. So how we can deal with this? Supposedly if we have like different values for K that range from here, it's like 3 to permeability around 10 or 13. And also the scale maybe have some ranges. Maybe if we enter the H and phi, so we have multiple realization and we need to cover, because at the end of the day your manager needs to see some numbers. And believe me, the good manager doesn't depend on just one number. They need like a range or 3 numbers at least, P10, P90, P50 and P90. So try in your presentation or in your reporting to deliver this kind of probabilistic approach. So how we can do this? Using the harmony, it's very simple. I can go to probabilistic here. Let's open this one, go to probabilistic here. Then I want to add the initial parameter like the probability in direction X, and I will choose like normal or log normal. Most kind of this some kind of the mathematician defining the natural occurring properties and physical properties. So I will go here and choose normal. So I will give it like a minimum. I have a permeability minimum like 3 millidarcy, and the maximum, which is P10, maybe it's like 13. So this is the distribution that the sampler will have properties from sampling from it. Okay. Also, I want to add the scan, and I will choose for a scan the triangle. And for example, I have like -3 or -6 as minimum. I'm sorry, what's happened here? Okay, it's triangle. Okay, maybe I have some kind of, okay, it's -6, 3, okay. And for example, let's say it in minimum like 1 and maximum like 5. Okay, so we can introduce the scan like this. So we already covered the distribution. Just one thing to be ensured is click on the dependencies tab and make sure to put one here. So this is just to enforce the sampler to in the sampling period or the sampling cycle to give the highest permeability with the highest scan and vice versa. This is some kind of enforcing conditions. Okay, and then everything is okay. Now just click on run the simulation if it activated. I will not do the running simulation during the video recording because it's time consuming and require a lot of computational power, so I ran already one case for you and it take a long time for just 10 cases. Okay, and this is, by the way, the forecast. As you can see, we have a lot of energy in this reservoir and we weren't have any depletion during our production, as you can see here. So there is already a potential if we forecast the well. Okay, from here, as you can see from this second window, I can switching between gas as a red color to oil to water. Okay. Also, I can see the distribution as you can see here for the skin. Just click on this skin and it changed if I go to K. And by the way, this kinda of not representative sampling because it was just 10 cases. As you are increasing the simulation, the iteration run and the simulation runs, maybe at least 50 to 100, bigger is better, but it's time consuming, so you will have a nice distribution as you selected before. Also, you can convert this distribution to what is called PDF or CDF, I'm sorry, it's called cumulative distribution function, as you can see here, so you can end up with B90, B50, B10, B90, B50, B10 cases for the K and also for every parameter. What we are concerning with the original oil in place. So if you run the whole process where you have your cases, also the ER and ER oil. So now you have 3 cases, you can reporting them, you can make a decline for them. So that's all to know about the probabilistic approach, and it's very common when you aren't have any data, maybe at exploration phase or after 1 or 2 wells, still you didn't delineate the whole reservoir. So even if you have some deterministic parameter on the deterministic way to evaluating the area, still reporting in deterministic and probabilistic way is very common and preferable if we compare to the deterministic way. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. If you found it useful, please like, share and subscribe. See you in later videos.